What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some interesting news. As IBF undefeated welterweight world champion superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, the Phenom, as I refer to him as, you guys all know, I refer to Jaron Boots Ennis as the Phenom. Jaron Boots Ennis got a massive fight, the biggest fight of his career, and is coming up April 12th in New Jersey and Atlantic City, where Jaron Ennis is going to face off against undefeated WBA welterweight world champion, Lithuanian star boxer, Ennis Stanionis, in a unification bout, right? Finally, Jaron Ennis is getting what he's been looking for years, unification bout. Now, the thought is that Jaron Ennis is eventually going to move up to 154. His Excellency Turki Alalshikh has been trying to stage a showdown now between Jaron Ennis and Mexican superstar title contender Vergil Ortiz Jr. Vergil Ortiz is the WBC junior middleweight interim champion right now, right? And they have been linked to one another for years now. With that said, Vergil moved up to 154 for health reasons, and Jaron Ennis is still at 147. When asked about if Jaron Ennis, after his fight April 12th, because Jaron Ennis got a lot of slack after his latest fight, his last fight against Karen Chugajin, where Jaron Ennis was expected to put on the performance of a lifetime in a rematch to rectify what took place in the first fight. Many people felt like he got exposed in the first fight. He won every single round, but he didn't knock Karen out, and it wasn't what people expected, not even himself. So he rematched Karen, who was an IBF mandatory, and Jaron Ennis, he beat him. Exciting fight, but again, not what people expected, and he got hit a lot. So Jaron Ennis, who won the belt because he was elevated to the IBF champion, welterweight champion, because Terrence Bud Crawford was stripped of the IBF title, and then Terrence Crawford moved up to 154. So Jaron Ennis never beat a world champion for his title, and he never unified the belts. And that's something that's hanging over his head. He don't like the idea of just being awarded the world champion. He wants to win the world title. So with that said, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts at 147 with His Excellency Turki Alalshikh trying to make the biggest and the best fights and the most entertaining fights as possible. Turki Alalshikh has all the junior welterweights and lightweights moving up to 147, the superstars in those divisions. He has now Devin Haney moving up, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, they all moving up to 147. And his plan is, Turki Alalshikh, his plan is, the ultimate goal is for them to eventually fight each other and then to meet up with Jaron Ennis. So I'm saying to myself, Jaron Ennis ain't going to be there, right? He's undefeated, 33 wins, no loss, no draw, 29 wins by way of knockout. He's 27 years of age. More importantly, he's 5'10" with a 74-inch arm. He's a very big welterweight, right? And so I'm like, physically, in his fight before David Avanesian, he looked extremely weight drained to me, right? You can see it all in his face. He looked very, very weight drained. So with that said, Jaron Ennis, I'm like, well, he ain't got too many fights at 147. But on the contrary, Jaron Ennis is saying, oh, yes, I do. After I beat Amanda Stanionis April 12th in Atlantic City, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at 147 until I collect all these belts. So that means the Vergil Ortiz fight ain't happening unless they talk about life-changing money. But he stated that the Vergil Ortiz fight essentially is going to come because he plans to be undisputed at welterweight, 147, undisputed at 154, undisputed at 160, and 168. He wants to be a 4-division undisputed champion. So he stated, oh, I'm not leaving 147 until I'm undisputed at 147. Which means those fights with Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia have now been made available. Now they have been made available because he stated that he's staying at 147. And the only other fight at 147 champion, well, we have 2 fights there. We got Brian Norman and we have Mario Barrios, which means he's letting the world know he's going to be around for Brian Norman and Mario Barrios and possibly the Devin Haneys, the Ryan Garcias, and the Teofimo Lopez's of the world. But the big fight that everybody wants to see next is him versus Brian Norman Jr., the undefeated WBO welterweight world champion, who have now created a rivalry. They have now created a rivalry. That's on the table now. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Let me know what y'all think about this. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.